welcome to my bathroom. Today we are talking cleaning makeup brushes and sponges. I got a lot of them to clean. It's a lot. Look at all these. Oh my gosh. That's not even all of them. I have more in here. I want to show you guys how I normally clean my makeup brushes. Now I have a lot of brushes that I clean all at once because I have a fairly large brush collection. I also freelance makeup, so I have to clean a lot of brushes at once typically because I use so many brushes for all my different clients. But if you guys don't use this many brushes, I have another technique that is a little bit more low maintenance, I guess. So I wanted to show you guys a few different ways that I think are great brush cleaning methods, regardless of the size of makeup brush collection that you have that you are cleaning. I also want to show you guys the different products that I use, also some other options that are definitely on the cheaper side. So that way, no matter what you're doing, you can clean your brushes. It's easy because listen, you need to clean them. You have to clean your makeup brushes. It is so annoying. Like, I get it. I am so dreading this. I've been needing to do this for like a week. I put it off a lot because it's not a fun thing to do, but you have to do it, okay? We only have 2 eyeballs for our entire life. It's not worth risking getting some kind of bacteria infection or anything like that on your face. So clean your makeup brushes. Also, do not share your makeup brushes because that's gross. That's like sharing your toothbrush with someone. No matter how much we clean our face, we have oils and bacteria that sit there, especially if you've used your brushes multiple times. Bottom line, clean your brushes, and this is how to do it. Okay, first things first, there's 2 different methods that I use. One method I use is spot cleaning. Spot cleaning I do about once a week, I would say, or if I've used my brushes about 5 to 7 times, or if the brush is just really dirty already and I really want to clean it so I can use it really fast. This technique is really good also for makeup artists who only bring a certain amount of brushes to their job. That way you don't have to carry like 100, and you need to clean a brush on the go if you are using brushes on multiple clients because you can't cross-contaminate. So to do that, I have this awesome product, and this is called Cinema Secrets. So this is so crucial for makeup artists, or if you're lazy and you don't want to deep clean your brushes all the time. I would say deep cleaning your brushes, the next process I'm going to show you, you should be doing like every 3 to 4 weeks. Unless you're spot cleaning, this can definitely elongate that. And it's much easier, much simpler, and really fast. And you can use your brushes right after using them. You don't have to wait for them to dry. It's great, great stuff. I have the jumbo bottle. Obviously, you can buy this smaller one, and the smaller one comes with this little tin. And with this tin, what you do is you pour some of the liquid into the tin, and then you take the makeup brush that you want to clean and you dip it into the tin, or you don't have to use this tin. You can use like a little cup of some sort. You just don't want to dip your brushes into the bottle itself because we don't want to contaminate it. We want it to stay clean. And then you rub the brush on a paper towel, something that is clean so you can get all that dirt off. And trust me, it is so satisfying to see all the dirt and the nastiness come off your brushes. This also has a really nice vanilla scent, and it lasts a long time. This giant bottle is definitely gonna last me like well over a year, maybe even close to 2 years. I've had a big bottle before and it lasted me a long time. So that is the first option for cleaning your brushes. So important for makeup artists, but it's a good option for people who just don't want to deep clean your brushes because that's just no one likes to do that. So that is spot cleaning. Now let's talk about deep cleaning your brushes. This is the more important one. No matter what, you have to be deep cleaning your brushes. If you don't want to spot clean, that's fine, but you need to be washing your brushes at least every 3 to 4 weeks. If you're using cream products on your brushes, I would suggest cleaning those more often because creams and wet things are what bacteria cling onto the most. So those ones I would definitely wash a lot more often. Now let's talk actual cleansers for your brushes. I have some here that you can buy that are for makeup brushes specifically. These 2 are by Beauty Blender. This is the liquid and this is the solid. The solid is a soap. So it's just a soap that you rub your brushes and sponge into, and then you suds it up and rinse it out. The Beauty Blender solid is my favorite choice. You guys will see I will use this in my deep cleaning process when we get to that. The solid itself, I believe, is $16, and the soap, I don't remember how much it is. I honestly got this on sale. It's okay, but in my opinion, you don't need to buy something this fancy. You can use literally baby soap or like Dawn, like dish soap, that kind of thing, which I do have a DIY soap cleanser that you can create at home with products that you have probably sitting in your house. The other option for another solid is by e.l.f. So you can get this e.l.f. solid soap. It's called the Solid Sponge Cleanser, and I think this is like $4. It actually is black and it works. I do prefer the Beauty Blender cleanser. However, this does the job pretty freaking well. So if you want a pre-made cleanser bar, e.l.f. does one. By the way, I'll put everything in the description box below. If you guys are wondering what products these are, they're down there. Check it out down there. Now for a DIY version of cleaning your brushes at home, all you need is a container of some sort. It doesn't have to be clear like mine. It can be anything. Mine's just clear so you guys can see. First, you just want to take 1 cup of hot water and put it into your container. And then you take 1 tablespoon of dish soap, baby soap, whatever you have at home that is along those lines, and 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar. I do suggest using vinegar. You don't have to, it's optional, but vinegar does help and kill bacteria, so it's a great thing to add in. After that, you will see that it is looking very nasty and murky. Leave this sit for about 20 minutes, and then we will come back to it and we will rinse them off, and I will show you guys how I do that. But for me, this process doesn't work because 1, I have way too many brushes for that, and 2, I will forget after 20 minutes. I mean, I guess I could set an alarm or something, but to be honest, I'm the type of person that I just want to sit down and get it done, just get it all done, and just have that instant gratification of having it done all at once without having the wait time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up to a better angle at my sink so you guys can see my process of cleaning my brushes. And it's a bulk cleaning session. This is gonna take a while, but I wanna show you guys how I normally do it using the products that I just talked about with you guys. Again, you don't have to go out and buy these. Use the DIY soap. You could even just use dish soap instead of the cleansers that I'm using and do my process. It's really up to you how you want to clean your brushes, as long as you clean them. I just want to make it clear that you guys don't need these fancy cleanser products. You can use what you have at home. This is just what I like to do. This is my process, and if you guys see something that you like, you can add it into your routine, but you don't have to do it exactly like me. Do it how it works best for you. Again, this is a total optional part, but I do have this mat. It's a brush cleaning mat. It's by Sigma. I really love this a lot. Don't come for me for the white spots. I totally cleaned this off, but those white spots just over time, it just gets on the mat. This is a great option if you are cleaning a lot of brushes at a time. I really love this. It's super handy. Another option is this little one right here. It goes on your fingers like this, and it has ridges on it as well, so you can rub your brushes on here. You guys will see how it works in a second, but this is really great if you just want something but you don't need like a huge one. This is like $1. You can get it on Amazon. There's so many places you can get these, and they're really inexpensive. You don't have to have the Sigma brand one. This is just what I have. I got it for Christmas one year. Okay guys, so you just stick the mat right up in here, or you know, you have your little extra cleanup, or just use your hand. You don't have to even have these. I forgot to mention, this mat does have little suction cups on the back, so it sticks down really nice into your sink. Comments, voiceover. So you guys want to start by bringing the water up to a warm temperature, not too hot though, because don't want it to melt any of the glue inside the handle area. And you're just gonna wet your brush and take your soap, lather it up real good. The nice thing about this mat is it is separated into sections. On the left side is for eye brushes, and on the right side is for like face brushes, and it really helps give a really good lather, and the ridges help get in between all the bristles really well. I just like to get it really sudsy and nice. I go back and forth between the soap quite a few times to make sure that I get enough on there so it's nice and sudsy, and I set the brushes to the side to let the soap kind of work a little bit better. And then once I get a bunch of the brushes all nice and soapy, then I'll go back and I'll rinse them all off. Any of the brushes that still have anything left on it, I just repeat the process until it's completely clear, and when you run it under the water is clear. For the eye brushes, I do take multiple at a time because they're smaller, and it just makes the process so much faster, so don't be afraid to grab more than one at once. And the little finger egg looking one is the same exact thing. They have teeny tiny little ridges at the top that are good for eye brushes, but you use it the exact same way. Just gonna rub it on there. When I rinse these out, I just make sure to squeeze all the excess water in a downward motion, and it kind of helps reshape the brush at the same time. And keep in mind when you're washing these brushes, you want to try your very, very best to try and not get the handle wet. It's gonna happen, they're gonna get wet, just don't do it too much, and always wash in a downward motion because you don't want the water to seep up into the handle and loosen the glue like I was saying with the water. If the handles are dirty, you can always use alcohol to clean off your brushes with a rag of some sort after you've cleaned them. For the DIY solution, I kind of had a little bit of a harder time with this. I guess it was because I was just using my regular process that I enjoy. You really have to work it in even though it's been soaking. And I did have to go in with just like dish soap so it was a little bit more concentrated and really work it in a lather to get like the foundation brushes cleaned all the way. If you have brushes that are still dirty after they've soaked or after you've cleaned it once or twice, you just repeat the process. Just go in as best as you can until you can see all the makeup gone and the water is running clear. For sponges, you just want to roll it in the soap, really squeeze it as best as you can. If you guys can see, I'm doing like a pinching motion and it really helps push all of that product that's stuck in the sponge out. You just work it really well with your fingers and your hands. You squeeze it in between sponges. I have to go back and forth between rinsing them and washing them quite a few times until all the spots are gone. But once the spots are all gone and you're rinsing it and it's running completely clear, then you're good to go. It's all clean. Okay, you guys, so I'm finally done cleaning all of my brushes. Here they are. I always lay them out on a flat surface, preferably something where they're hanging off the edge. I feel like they dry a little bit faster that way. Ideally, you would like to have a lot more space in between them, but because I have so many, it's just gonna have to be like this. And then tomorrow I'll take the dry ones off. The ones that are still damp, I will spread them out even more. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, useful. If you did, I would really appreciate if you considered subscribing to my channel if you're not already. Give this video a like, ring the bell, all that fun YouTube stuff. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!